It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Have we accounted for all those idiots yet? It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Oh yeah, we're all here.
Oh, they've started this pod so many times, it feels like now.
Whose fault is that?
Can't be bothered. Yours.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, great. But it's pod 34, everybody. Welcome to pod 34. Hit it! I don't know what hitting something. Yeah, 34. I was listening back to the very first ones. They sound shit, Paul. I can't believe how much like reverb I put on the vocals.
Oh, the early ones?
Like they're underwater. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't tell me. Like the very first one.
Well, I sound like I'm in a box or something.
We all sound like we're in a box because I put like fake room reverb on it way too loud.
Mate, you got to leave it to the pros.
And now Paul mixes it all, so we can be very grateful for that. But can we go back and just tweak all those other ones? Cheers, Paul.
Well, like, think about any podcast, the first few are always a bit rubbish in audio or just, like, general, like, don't really know what they're talking about. Like, I tell people to go and listen from maybe, like, 10 onwards and then go back.
Oh, because when we really know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We definitely know that we're talking about shit.
Yeah,
Because
we've
we weren't
become
sure
self-aware
we were
by that
talking about
point.
shit.
We've become self-aware.
Right.
So, what's new with you guys? Tell me things.
I've released a bit of an album.
Holy
part one,
shit!
Yeah. The same one we talked about probably when we started the podcast 2 years ago.
The first Paul Steele originals in
It's very exciting.
27 years, is that right?
27 years, yeah. I'm 19 now, so work it back. I think according to lots of my bios, I still am 19 or maybe early 20s.
You remain the same age as you were when you had your first like major press release. That's just how it works, isn't it?
That's true, yeah. Oh, no, unless you have to update your photograph and you've clearly aged in that time.
Yeah, but that's fine because lazy journalists will still just find like be poaching from something else they find, and the first thing that will come up on Google is like probably that initial one. So I'm always 24 or something. Which is fine.
That's okay, isn't it?
It's fine by me, mate.
Yeah.
24.
What are you now?
25.
You look about 30 to me.
No.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Don't be silly.
Roughly.
Don't be silly, mate.
I will never be 30.
I did a TED talk, so no big deal.
Well, we should be talking about that.
You can only call me TED speaker Luke now. That's like official.
Can I just call you Ted?
You can call me Ted, yeah. TED. Yeah, totally enjoyable day. That's what it stands for.
Oh, right. Was it?
Yeah, it's quite good. Yeah,
Brilliant. What was your talk about?
it wasn't really a talk. I've sort of been I've been lying to people. I just sang some songs.
Oh, really?
Did you actually talk, though? You must have said something, right?
I did talk for 3 minutes, which is actually quite a long time, isn't it?
Was that nerve-wracking?
It was a whole page of A4, if you're asking. So
Wow. Read really slowly.
size 15 text.
Did you hold up the page while you were reading it? Like,
I didn't. I memorised it. Unlike John Legend, whose slot I was doing, from last year. He didn't even memorise this fucking thing. Idiot.
Ugh.
Absolutely.
He doesn't need to. He's a legend.
So I just wanted to beat him. That was my thing. Beat Legend. Yeah?
Yeah. Be the legend, beat the legend.
Be the legend, beat the legend. So I did.
Have you ever thought about renaming yourself Luke Brilliant?
I have now, yeah, after that bloody TED talk. Fucking went
Too late, mate.
I could see them all getting all inspired. Like
Oh my God.
I
can see you getting inspired, and it's irritating me.
Like the kids I talk to, mate, it's just, I'm taking the world by storm, mate. I've got a literary agent, book deals.
Have you actually got a book deal?
The Wreath lectures. No, I haven't got a fucking book deal. What are you kidding me?
I'm still amazed you did a TED talk, though.
I mean, not many people can say they've done a TED talk.
All that shit apparently comes after it goes live anyway. The book deals coming.
Right.
Right, yeah.
No, you're not going to be inspired by this anyway. You're going to be made miserable. Made everyone cry, so no big deal.
But you loved it as well.
fucking
Looking at all
loved
their
it,
tears. Done ya.
No, I got upstaged by the guy after me who was this, I think, pretty famous rock climber who just climbs like freehand with no fucking ropes or anything on his own.
Did he climb El Capitan?
Yeah, he's that guy.
Right, yeah. Right.
So he just opened his talk with this footage of him, like Mission Impossible 2 style, at the start of that film when he's just climbing up, basically just doing that in real life. And it was like, fuck you, man. I sang a nice song. Yeah, don't forget. Don't forget the guy who sang a nice song before. You've all forgotten.
Remember you were all crying?
You've all forgotten. Brilliant. You've all forgotten.
Well, Mission Impossible 2 was the worst of the Mission Impossible
That's what I
films, in my
said.
opinion.
That's what I said to him when he came off stage. I was like, yeah, good talk
Stick
and
that in
everything.
your
but
pipe.
Mission Impossible 2 was shit. And I got thrown out.
My name's BB-8, my name's BB-8, my name's BB-8, and I like to rock and roll.
And then the best part was the Star Wars thing I went to there, so, which you're going to, Tom. Happy days.
Yes, I am excited.
We should talk about it, how amazing it is, because it was another Star Wars thing that Paul didn't take part in until it was too late.
Yeah.
And no one cared.
That's cool.
Last Jedi.
Yeah. We never spoke about it.
I feel like if you don't catch something in the height of the hype,
Yes.
the moment, you just realise, it's just a fucking film, innit?
Yeah.
But then you've also had a baby at a similar time, so I think maybe your priorities changed a little bit, which I can understand to a degree.
He was distracted from the important things,
Yeah.
like Star Wars being in the
well,
cinema.
that's what I meant. Like, come on, man.
I'd actually say that it's more important than Star Wars.
What is Kevin a kid?
Yes.
Well,
on balance.
hang on, steady on. I watched the making of on the old special features last night.
Oh,
I haven't watched that yet.
It's actually really good.
is it?
Quite a stressful watch, actually.
Yeah.
I've never seen a making of that in depth before on like just the not annoying parts of making a film, like just the logistics and the calendar and planning things like that. And it's just like, fuck that. I do not.
It must
have
be
any
insane.
interest.
Think about how much goes into
I
it.
think partly it was because they had so many sets to build and stuff like that. Obviously, like the space at Pinewood Studios or wherever they were using is finite, so they have to actually build sets and then tear them down to build another one. Sort of stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like, fucking hell, that sounds shit.
All it takes is for Mark Hamill to turn up with the shits, and then they're all thrown off.
He seems like an annoying twat. It's a good documentary. Because they don't go into it much, but the whole him disagreeing with like, I think Luke should be the best man in the world. He should just be like, he's the best, he's perfect. Why would he possibly be grumpy and miserable?
Oh, was he protesting against that then?
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, it was very well known, Paul, but obviously you were not reading the Star
didn't
Wars
know it
blogs
well.
either. What have you become?
he's quite a wacky bloke, isn't he?
Oh man, you could tell everyone hates him. And he was like, he did at the end, he does his like final scenes. You know, on film sets they usually like, oh, you know, that's a wrap on so and so. Everyone claps. Oh, this is a wrap on Mark Hamill. Like, this is his final scene. Everyone claps and says goodbye. And he's like, oh, I'll be back. I'll be coming back tomorrow. He just hangs out.
It's quite Brent, isn't
he
it?
has nothing else to
Brent.
do. Yeah, he was. We did come off quite.
Well, he had
Brent.
nothing else to do before Star Wars was
exactly.
rebooted, and he'll have nothing else to do after he's out of it.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing he was pissed off at, that he died. I was like, I wonder why he died.
That wouldn't happen.
No, it just wouldn't happen in the original. Nah, this isn't the Luke I know. He's alive.
How about this?
He's alive.
Next film, come back as my twin brother, who's also a Jedi, and
is the best one this
and
time.
He's better, and he's also called Luke. So it's essentially the same guy, but he's better, and he wins.
I'd love that.
He wins the whole thing.
Would you be interested in seeing a TV program, maybe like even like a Car or something like that, TV program starring Mark Hamill, Richard Hammond, and John Hamm?
What would it be called?
Or maybe it could be about meat. It could be Nice to Meet You, or it could be called.
It's got to have ham in it. Ham sandwich, and it's all of them in a sandwich.
Ham sandwich, yeah.
They
He's
could be
got
punching
legs.
each other, and then it could be called ham fisting. What?
I would like to see Mark Hamill and Richard Hammond punching each other in the face. Yeah.
It's not top of my list, but I would watch it.
Won't someone send me an email? 'Cause I don't have anyone. Please someone send me an email. Hello@idiot-check.com.
Let's read
got some emails.
We've got some. Okay,
Fucking emails. We actually have some emails, apparently.
we do. And there's some good ones as well. This is from Josh
I'll be the
Grindrod.
judge.
Grindrod.
I think it's Gringe Rod. Yeah, I think it's Gringe Rod.
Dear Idiot Check, thanks for the podcast.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no
I'm
worries.
a British man living in the Netherlands. I actually was there the other day, so
Britherlands.
a side note. For a
Brexit.
few years, doing various part-time menial jobs because I generally have no prospects.
Same, mate.
One job is thoroughly cleaning the flat of a couple every week because the guy is allergic to cats and they have 2 of them. For the first hour of this, I listen to Idiot Check, and it always makes me feel better about the situation.
Not what it was designed to do, but okay.
The previous cleaner was my housemate, and he told me that he would regularly spend a half hour longer than necessary just listening to music. But when I started, I just left as soon as I was done. But the couple complained that I wasn't taking long enough. So now I'm also teaching myself to play the grand piano for half an hour per week and writing it down in the time they pay me for. I haven't changed the actual cleaning anyway, but they're now satisfied.
Yes, mate.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty good. By those 2 things combined, cleaning is actually the highlight of my week. Cheers, guys. Side question, what is the worst job you've ever had?
Very good
probably,
email. Very good life.
Millie's cookies for you, right?
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about the email first. Very good.
Okay, go ahead.
Brilliant.
It's like your film reviews.
Good.
Brilliant. Good.
I liked
good.
it. I liked his vibe. I liked his spunk, his balls, his girth.
Yeah.
He
Was
writes
his-
well.
Gringe Rod. Good name too. Yeah, do some other stuff. Yeah, learn to knit. Even that's all great. Also,
Good idea.
you could set up a little Etsy shop while you're at it. Sell a few knitting wares. Make some money.
Maybe offer them your premium package and, offer 2 extra hours.
Yeah, but then do the same amount of cleaning, but just learn loads more stuff.
Learn some languages.
Moonwalk, learn the cross stitch.
But basically, whoever you are, the message, the moral of the story is abuse your employer as much as you can get away with, but try not to get caught.
Yeah.
Okay? Kids?
I used to work at House of Fraser in the kitchen department, which is basically in the basement because they push you all down to the basement.
Got any
and no one gave a
spatulas, mate?
shit. Yeah. and
Where are your
hoovers
spatulas?
And bed sheets and plates and vases.
What's the
and
best
shit like that.
Dyson?
And I hated it. It was terrible, and no one ever came down there. And so I spent my time drawing amusing pictures of the other members of staff, and then and teach myself to moonwalk because it had nice
pretty
slippy
good.
floor in there.
Nice.
So it was like it was ideal.
Did you
So
have a
can you
mirror? You
moonwalk?
have to have a body length
Yeah.
mirror to check
Yeah.
your moves.
Yeah,
You got to check your moves.
there's a
I think
few
if you
mirrors
feel
in
like
there.
you're moonwalking, then you kind of are just moonwalking.
And you can moonwalk on
good,
the spot as
interesting.
well. I don't know if you know that. You can do that. I'll teach you someday.
Right.
What was the worst job you've ever had, Paul Steele?
Oh.
Buttons?
Yeah, beads. You're thinking about...
Beads,
Yeah, I worked in a
sorry,
bead
beads,
warehouse
beads.
where I packed
Forgive me,
beads
forgive
into
me.
a packet, and then I'd put them up with other packets of beads. And
Anal
then I'd put them in a
beads?
box. You can use them for whatever you want, Tom.
Make no judgments here in this warehouse.
That's not our concern, but I'm sure they must have done. I mean, some of the returns were stinking.
This bead went away blue and now it's brown.
But for the most part, I think it was like bracelets and that
Right.
kind of thing. That was weird because I was the only male working in the warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I had my pick of the honeys. But lots of them were sort of my mum's age, so it was a bit...
Wow.
That doesn't sound like equal opportunity.
It's very
employer-
nice.
employee.
All my jobs, I'm always like become chums with an old lady. Always my best mates at work. Like at the football stadium, there's this woman called Liz, and she gave me some good advice on how to unblock my sink after the wedding. And continues to be
pretty
a great
good, man.
source of advice.
That is pretty good.
I remember visiting Luke in his little kiosk in Churchill Square shopping centre when he used to sell cookies to fat people.
Yeah. I don't
That must have
really
been the
remember
worst
it
job,
as a
right?
terrible job.
But I mean, if you thought about it now, would you want to do it now?
Part of me just wants to fucking get paid for a good day's work, yeah. But it misses the feeling of going, yeah, I've made X amount of money today instead of nothing, instead of spending
Now
money.
it's like, oh, I might be making money, but I won't know for 3 fucking years.
Yeah.
I might be making money right now. It's hard to tell.
That is
No way to live, is it?
Cross we bear.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
But it
halfway
wasn't the
chosen.
greatest job, and the worst bit was when you were on the bake shift, and which
Right.
meant getting up at like 6 a.m, getting into the shopping centre for like, was it even earlier than that? No, it must have, I think you were getting into the shopping centre at like 7.
Right.
Pretty much the only person in the whole Churchill Square, and you've got to bake all the cookies basically for the first like batch of cookies. So go into the fucking freezer, go into the fucking giant freezer, bring them all up in a shitty little lift, put on some tunes, and just bake away, mate. Just have a fucking bake off.
Get baked.
And then the boss would come in later and like say, these cookies are wrong, they look shit. And you go, yeah, well, they are shit, aren't they? What do you expect? They're fucking shit. They're like, you've burnt them all. It's like, yeah, of course I have.
Yeah,
Wasn't
it's
paying
a
attention.
biscuit. It's a biscuit.
And I would just sit there and I'd munch them, I'd eat them if I wanted. Then I'd remember how they were made, and then I'd throw up.
And I remember that I'd spat in them all and then I threw up.
The most annoying thing was the fucking lollipop ones, man. Fuck you, the stupid whoever came up with that idea. The ones on the
Lollipop
stick.
cookie.
You have to stick it. You have to stick the shit. Fucking shove the stick in there, and then you have to put like the right amount, every single color Smartie on there. They weren't real Smarties. They were some own brand fucking shit Smarties. Oh, that was horrible. That was annoying. And then make all the little cakes and fuck it. Actually, I hate that job.
This is a quick one from someone called India Wolfgang. I think that's a girl. I think it might be an idiot chick, but correct me if I'm wrong, India. Dear idiots, your show is quite possibly the most thought-provoking podcast of the modern age. Thank you.
Yeah.
Correct.
I agree. I think you're on the money there, India.
It's true.
Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking maybe she was being sarcastic.
It wasn't clear from the email, from the tone.
Was it in italics?
No, she should have been sarcastic. She definitely thinks.
I think she meant it. to be
Yeah,
honest.
definitely.
Thought-provoking.
We're thought provocateurs.
Do you want to hear some Star Wars based jokes?
Well, you should have put this into
I
the
know.
Star Wars bit, shouldn't you? That would have been a nice little.
I have sensed a disturbance in the Force. Oh, have you? Are you going to tell Lord Vader? No, I'm going to put it on Facebook.
This is from Charlie Pitwell.
Go on.
He says, "Hi guys, episode 32 cracked me up. The guitar solo in the jingle was the highlight for me." Was that Luke? No, that was Paul, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, another Paul compliment jingle. He has some Star Wars puns for us.
I can't remember what the jingles were, though. I do remember the solo being. You did a terrible guitar solo.
Yeah, I can't remember what we did in 32. Was it?
Oscars.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That was ages ago.
What does Darth Vader say when he plays poker?
Don't know.
Luke, I can feel the fours.
I don't think he ever actually says that in the film, but go on, carry on.
What do you call a lift in Star Wars?
Lift.
An elevator. How does Luke Skywalker relax? He does some Yoda.
Oh. Charlie.
I shouldn't have read this email, should I?
No, I like those. They're brilliant. No, they were brilliant, actually, on second thought.
Well done, Charlie. Well done,
Keep
Charlie.
them coming.
for that.
Have you got any ones, guys?
What for Star
Any
Wars?
Star Wars
Okay.
jokes?
What?
Just gonna Google.
I'm just gonna. This is I'm gonna go off just straight off the top of my head.
Here we go. I've got one. No, I've just thought of one, actually. These are pictures.
Okay, go
They're
for it, go
pictures.
for
They're not going to work.
Go for it.
No, I just found pictures. No. Here we go. Tupac. No, that's a picture of Chewie. Just Tupac. I can't think.
Off the top of your head, is
I'm
it?
thinking of
Off
one.
the
I've
top
just
your
thought of
head?
one. I'm just going to wait for it to load. I went to a sale at the mall. Everything was half off. It doesn't work.
What?
Yeah, I went to the sale at the. I think I meant no, not they. I think I meant Darth. I went for a sale at the Darth Mall. Everything was half off because obviously it got cut in half there. I don't know. Being delivered
How
to-
does Warwick Davis get to work on his Star Wars day?
He walks.
Ewok.
Yeah, he walks. Yeah, just I guessed that one. So I read it. I
Oh,
think
that's good. That's good, right? No?
Yeah.
Legitimate gag, that.
Who are the best smelling soldiers in Star Wars? The Cologne Troopers. What? Where did Luke get his bionic
Okay.
hand? The second-hand store. Oh.
Okay, you're reading these
No,
now.
I
Come
haven't
on.
read any of those.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Whatever.
Am I sort of? Are you
He's
reading
very
the
quick-witted,
quotes?
Tom,
No.
actually.
Doesn't matter who
The
said
one
them
was
first.
from my head.
I'm passing.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who said them first. I'm passing on my knowledge to you.
I'll read one more email and then we'll move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
go on.
Hello, Luke and Paul, and total stranger I've absolutely never heard of. I started listening
I like
to
that.
your pods a few months ago during my 1-hour train journey to work. My suppressed laughs must have amused tons of people. Love your pod and especially the jingles, so I've came up with a jingle idea. The soundtrack to the movie about your lives. Yay! I'd absolutely love that. Also, who can play your character in the movie and why? Lots of love from Germany, Rebecca.
Sidney Poitier. No, I mean I'm gonna be fucking. What's his name? Dev.
Dev Patel.
Dev Patel.
Dev Patel.
Tell.
Dev Patel, or the other one, the American one, the one who's a womanizer like that. Aziz,
Ansari.
yeah. But then he's a bit too brown. Oh, I'll tell you who'd make a good Paul Steele.
Go on.
What's his face? Who plays Bucky in Captain America? I don't know why.
What?
I think he looks like you. Yeah, I don't know what he totally doesn't. I don't know what I'm talking
You know-
about. I take
you
it
know,
back.
I was
Edit that
gonna-
out. I don't know what I'm talking about, mate.
I was going to say the kid from Stranger Things.
Oh shit!
kid from
Yeah,
Stranger
he'd
Things?
do a good young.
Like, in a few years when he's gained about 4 foot, he'll be able to play Paul.
Who are you talking about?
You know, the guy Mike in Stranger Things.
The little...
Big. He's got the same hair as you.
What? The little
Black
squirt?
hair, black.
The one who keeps getting
He's got a little
abducted?
centre parting, isn't he?
Tom, you'd probably be someone like Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah,
Because he's quite sort of generic looking.
yeah. That's the thing with you, Tom, is you don't look like anything. Do you know what I mean? And not in a bad way.
Someone told me once that I look like that twat from, not Ashton Kutcher, but the other twat from Punked.
I tell you who'd do a good Tom
that?
Heron, Steve Coogan.
Steve Coogan? What?
I don't know why. I just think he'd do a good one. Or maybe just Rob Brydon. Maybe Rob Brydon should. You should. Do, I think he'd struggle
I don't look like
doing
Rob
me.
Brydon.
But this is the thing with you. I don't think your one is going to be based so much on the way you
On
look,
looks,
because people
right.
will have forgotten what you look like a few years after you died. But
It might be one of those films a bit like the one which has like loads of people playing Bob Dylan.
yeah. A woman like a.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett looked exactly like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Like, exactly like him.
She could probably do you actually.
Yeah.
I'd like her to do me.
Have you seen Stranger Things? 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 No.
Can I just throw in a quick shower thought? Music
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
wiggly air. So that's true.
It is true, yeah. It's true.
Before we just quickly move off Star Wars here, I just had one extra thing to
Dare we?
share with you, which is Star Wars meets Shitstarter. I've been perusing Shitstarter again, but I just was looking through it again, and there was a brilliant one. First of all, I mean, I won't go through the whole thing again. So if you remember, my fake one from last time was a phone case with a yo-yo attached. So when you dropped
Phone
it,
yo-yo or
Yeah, yeah,
iPhone yo-yo or
well,
yo phone. Or
someone's one-upped me, right, and invented the phone drone. I kid you not, a fucking
What?
case
Does it
that when
fly
you
out of your
drop it,
pocket?
it turns into a drone and flies back into your hand.
Wow.
Funnily enough, they haven't actually made it. It's just an idea that you can put money towards up to $650, and it has been backed by 7 people, which is not the best. The best part of the animation that they've got showing how it works is that the blades are facing downwards and it has to land back on your hand. So you have to put your hand out and just
get
let
it
it
sliced
drop.
up.
So you lose your hand, but your phone's back.
Your phone's fine. But then you drop it again because your hand's full. But then it springs back up and then lands on your head.
I'm going to invent one that has got a flotation device that that deploys when it feels like it's being dropped into the toilet by Paul Steele.
Good idea.
It's pretty good.
Just to save it from happening again.
There was another good one where someone has someone has made a very lifelike, beautiful spiral staircase, miniaturized it for your dog, and you put it on the end of your bed for your dog to just go up onto your bed. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Right.
That costs...
Can that work with other people, like your son or your cat?
Would they be that fussed about having to take the steps? Would they see that as like a convenience? Can't they jump, dogs? Can dogs jump?
Yeah, can't you just fucking kick them off? Yeah. Well, no, but I'll tell you how much. That only costs $700, so that's pretty cheap.
That's all right.
But this is the best one. This one made me chuckle. Wasn't sure the best way of showing you the video because it'll ruin what it is before you see it. But I've recorded the audio from the first part of the video, and then I will show you the picture that you need to see to complete the whole thing.
I bought my first saber when I was 10. I saw a penny ad in the back of a Cub Scout magazine, and I sent off all the money that I had earned that summer picking sweet corn for my older brother. 6 weeks later, I ran out to the mailbox, opened it, and basically what I got was a fluorescent tube attached to a flashlight. So I went out to my dad's shop out on the farm, started building sabers out of PVC pipe and wood and metal, with the goal to create that magical experience. Flash forward 26 years, I had just resigned from my job with the agency, and
How'd you
finally
resign?
had time to tinker again. And the first thing I wanted to do was build a saber. Fortunately, in the meantime, saber technology exploded.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Microprocessors, new accelerometers, new LED drivers, new sound effects, all miniaturized to fit inside of a hilt. I bought a 3D printer. I learned to create 3D models. I taught myself to solder. I learned how to make electronics and how to program them. All just so I could get that magical experience I was denied when I was 10.
I'm looking forward to seeing this thing.
Saber, but I want more reasons to carry it around. I wanted to make it a part of my daily wardrobe. And then the idea hit me. What if I made it into an umbrella?
Oh!
Here's your picture, right?
Wait, where's the picture? What's it on?
Rain Saber is the best defense against the weather in the galaxy.
Rain Saber, mate.
It's certainly the most exciting. Rain Saber has everything.
Surely he has to pay George Lucas for this shit.
It's a fucking lightsaber umbrella. It's amazing.
I thought of it while I was picking sweet cat out of my brother's ass.
What? Why don't I make it into an umbrella? The video, you have to watch the videos though, because you're just walking around the streets with this umbrella lightsaber.
Oh, that's brilliant.
You couldn't call it lightsaber either. It's called
No.
saber. I
can't
can't
call
call
it
it
saber.
lightsaber because it's copyrighted.
Rain
I'll get
saber.
sued by George Lucas.
Saber.
But I think we should back that and get with our pod money and
Yeah.
get
Well,
one in.
how much we made so far? The expendable
nothing.
cash.
Nothing.
No, right. Cool. Well,
I wonder how much I've got to see how much the rain sabers cost.
What if you get a
Rain
rolling
saber.
pin?
It's actually been fairly well funded. It's not been funded yet, but it has. He wants 22 grand. 71 people have backed it. He's made $11,000.
I think if you put anything on Kickstarter that has any kind of connection to Star Wars, you're gonna get some backers.
Well, David Popovocci commented on it. Insta-back this project. Killer cool project.
Do you know the thing that ruins it for me? It's the umbrella part.
Oh, really? That's the best part.
It looks bad.
David Sven Woodland. This is so awesome. Can't believe you actually made this happen. So cool.
Oof.
Samuel Cohen wants to know, will it be possible to turn off the sound even when the light is on? I don't really want that sound in my ear all day as I'm walking through the rain.
But you're happy to walk
hell.
around with a luminous stick with an
Yeah.
umbrella hanging off it. that sounds annoying. I don't want to look like a complete prick.
He's also got t-shirts, Rain Saber t-shirts.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, so the early bird is you can get a train. So you can get one for kids, child size one, $145. But the super early price is $155, guys. I mean, you can't at that price. You can't afford not to. I think.
There's a better name for. There must be a better name for it.
He's
than
gone through.
Rain Saber.
He's gone through them all. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Saber.
He's been thinking about this for 26 years, mate.
Slight saber. Shite saber.
I made my first saber when I was 10, and 26 years later, I'm still alone. When I got made redundant, the first thing I wanted to do was make
when
a
I was laid
lightsaber.
off from my job for spending all my time making fucking lightsabers.
The first thing I wanted to do was make a lightsaber.
What was he talking about picking fucking sweet corn with his brother for? What's that got to do with the story?
He's humanising the story. We want to back him now because he had a hard time as a kid. He looks cool, man. Good luck to you, Ben Smith. I don't care what these guys do. They're talking about you on their podcast, taking the mic. No, well done to you, Ben Smith. Go for it, mate. Rain Saber.
Shite Saber.
Well done, Kickstarter.
We are doing a Rumble in the Jingle this episode.
Oh, shit.
It's happening. I mean, I don't know if you want to do it now
or
you want to just sort of like tee it up a little bit and then talk about something else and come back to it because it's all excited and that.
We haven't really got anything else to talk about that's particularly good, though, have we? So
That's true. Let's do this then. Cue the Rumble in the Jingle jingle.
Rumble in the jingle. It's rumble in the jingle, everyone. Rumble in the jingle. It's rumble in the jingle, everyone. We've written little jingles. Time to pit them against one another.
Rumble in the Jingle, everyone. How exciting. We, as always, struggled with thinking of ideas. Do email in ideas. That's the one thing we will actually appreciate. And we won't use your ideas, but they might spur us to think of better ideas than your ideas. So
yeah, we'll use them as a launch pad for better ideas.
A
but
motivational
it will help.
tool. This is how you don't do it.
But I don't know where this came from, but I think mainly because I just wanted to write this song, which I've done, but I also regret doing it because it's shit. But it's sort of movie themes for upcoming films. You know, that's it really. I don't know what if I need to explain
simple
any more
as
than
that.
Yeah, so movie themes.
Do you know what sort of threw me off is the word themes.
Yeah, well, I guess
Because it's like, what does that mean? Because that suggests to me like John Williams style.
Yeah, well, it's obviously not that though, isn't it? It's obviously not that.
Well,
I've just used it very loosely to talk about the film in the song.
That's what I've done.
oh right, okay.
Well, what have you done? Have you composed a magnum porpoise, Paul?
Each to their own.
Did you actually?
It's tricky.
I think that's what Paul did.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. This was fun. I really did struggle with the word theme. That played on my mind. Theme.
Still 3.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Mine's long.
You'll be amazed.
You could try and doing it shorter. Maybe you'd find it less stressful, like as a task.
Yeah. Good idea.
Like end of your first idea. That's what I do. I have one idea and I just finish it there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should have done that.
But no,
But no, I kind of have. I've stuck. I had one idea and I've stuck with it. It took me a while to come up with, but here we go.
Excuse me, sir.
Hiya!
I need to call the Prime Minister now. It's a matter of national security.
Go on then, do it!
I can't. My phone's run out of battery.
Don't worry, I've got my charger with me.
No. You don't understand. Mine's an iPhone 4S.
Oh, tiddlywinks!
Yeah, and I think I left my phone charger in the EU.
The EU! There's only 24 hours till Brexit. You'll never make it in time.
There's a dark cloud moving across the nation.
yes.
I see people begging for a Brexplanation. No, Brexit. It's never felt like this before.
24 hours to the
Brexplanation.
borders close. A tiny drip of blood falls from Theresa May's nose.
I'm not sure how that's relevant in this context.
Brexoff, Brexoff, then Brexit altogether. Brexoff, Brexoff, Brexit up and down, Brexit round and round. All his computers really drained his phone. It's run down a battery and he's out there all alone.
There's nobody out there with him.
All alone.
He's all alone.
All the missions stranded on a desert range. Marks and Spencer has a lovely dessert range back home. Way back home.
Back home, where he's originally from.
What film is this?
Brexoff, then Brexit all together. Brexoff, Brexoff, Brexit up and down, Brexit round and around.
We've got to get back before Brexit.
Flippin' heck, we've only got 30 seconds.
Huh. 20 seconds.
Running.
10 seconds.
No, that is how you fill a song.
Oh, bloody hell! We missed it, the borders are shut!
Oh no. Donald's uncle, right? He's got a helicopter. I'll get him to pick us up from the EU. I'll give him a call right now. Hiya, is that
Steve!
Steve? Had that phone the whole time. Yeah. Cunt.
Oh man, I've missed Steve. There he is. I've missed him so much.
Wow. Is this a stupid question?
Yeah, I don't know what film that is.
Brexoff.
What?
Brexoff.
That's actually a film.
No, it
Brexoff.
isn't. No, it isn't.
No, I'm gonna look on IMDb right now. Let me have a look. What is an actual film called Brexoff?
Yeah, it's 24 hours long in real
Is
time.
it a straight-to-video film?
I don't think so. It's hard to say. We'll see how it's received.
What do you mean, Brexoff? What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a film.
I couldn't think of anything, could I? You'd already done Jurassic Park.
Did you make up a film?
No, not all films are made up.
I don't get it.
There's no film. There's no film called Brexoff,
Wait,
is there?
no, I've just looked as well. There's a film
Well,
called
don't Google
Flexoff.
it. Yeah, it's very similar thematically. Yeah.
Right. Paul's disqualified, but it's okay. You've done it. You've done it now, and
It's still very funny.
Give me a break.
And I'm very glad to hear Steve again. I've kind of missed him.
That's weird, isn't it?
It
So
is
that
weird.
he's Jono's uncle.
Just so you know, right? There's at least like 20 films coming out. Incredibles 2 could have done.
I know. but I
Ocean's
don't-
8 with the women. Lots of great jokes there.
Also, Paul, there's a film called Brexitania. There's a film called Brexit the Movie. There's a film called Brexit Boys.
Ant-Man.
These are all films about Brexit.
Surely there will be some documentary films.
Yeah,
coming out.
pre-production. 3 foreigners with the same circle of friends living the dream in London. Their life is about to change due to the EU referendum. There you go, mate. That's what your film is about.
Yeah, well, that's what
Could've
I'm
done the
called.
Meg.
Brexoff, though.
You could have done the Meg, big shark, big fucking shark.
I thought about doing that.
I didn't actually look at the film list, I won't lie, but that's because I didn't have much time to pull it together.
I went on tour for 2.5 weeks.
Didn't have time. Didn't have time.
Well,
I liked it regardless.
It's fine, mate. No, well done. I'm not
the
having a
thing
go.
is,
Not having a go.
I've got to unwind. I've got to be able to
Yeah,
relax
so he's got to unwind. He has
myself.
to
Yeah,
unwind.
it can't
Does
always
have a
be
child.
work, music, child, wife. Sick of it.
Absolutely
Sick of it.
mate. Absolutely sick of it. Well done, Paul. Still good. Nice.
Sorry.
Like the
Yeah, it was
vibe.
alright, wasn't it?
80s. Nice.
Cool.
I want to go next.
Okay. So what are you gonna say anything about this, or are you just gonna play it?
It's
Okay.
gonna be fairly self-evident.
Yeah.
and it is a film. It's just that
This-
I like the added confusion of that Paul. Like, oh no, I don't want to tell you what film it is because it's
Just
a
because
fucking film.
Just a precursor. This is an actual film.
I did actually obey the rules. If I should get more points for obeying the rules, whatever. Points win prizes.
Does this mean that even though my jingle is absolute garbage, I'm still gonna beat Paul Steele because he's been disqualified, right?
Yeah, potentially.
Brilliant. I can come second at the very worst.
Yeah.
You disqualify me.
You're not disqualified. You're just disqualified from winning. But this is the only way me and Tom will ever win if we.
That's true.
If we just
give us a break, Paul.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
Who's next?
I'm next. This is an absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
And I listened to it back and I realised I don't think I could decide on a melody, so I've just thrown them all in, it turns out.
Brilliant.
Yeah, why not?
So this is about 3 songs in one. It's called Life Finds a Way.
Already know what film it is.
It is a film as well. glorious
realistic
MIDI.
sounding strings there.
It's like you're in the room with the orchestra.
Beautiful.
Oh,
I'm on the island.
Still going.
God.
yours is longer than mine.
Just enjoy it, guys. Enjoy while it lasts.
Yes!
Life finds a way. Life finds a way. Dinosaurs, more dinosaurs. What was the last dinosaur film you saw? Yeah, that's right. Jurassic World. Well, this is the next film in that world. Everyone's back. Look, there's Chris Pratt and that lady, not Jessica Chastain, the other one. And Jeff Goldblum. Life finds a way.
Incredible melody.
The storyline is fairly strong. Richard Attenborough is dead and gone, so they dig up his body and merge his brain with Velociraptor DNA, and it really works, but it works too well. He grows a new body, but it's scary as hell. He eats everyone, but he leaves Chris Pratt. He even eats the scientist who brought him back. Life finds a way. Oh, what do you know? It's Lost World again. They've taken the dinos back to the mainland. And everyone's dead, and Richard's sneaking up to a child's bed. Little does he know that the raptor brain was the brain of the raptor that Chris Pratt trained. The one called Blue, whom Chris Pratt loved. Velociraptor gives him a hug. Now they live and love hunting stupid tourists, trying to merge Jeff Goldblum with a brontosaurus. 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 With a brontosaurus.
Oh. Good. I thought you were going to say after he creeps up to a child's bed that he's been crossed with a dinosaur that's also a paedophile.
Pedosaurus.
Well, that's what I was referring to, mate.
Oh.
But they're always creeping up to children's beds when they get back to the mainland. Don't they? What's up with that?
Are you just inferring that Richard Attenborough's a pedo?
Sort of. Well, he's a dinosaur now, so you can't help him. But It is weird.
So
That's
he
all
can't
they
be
can
held
think about.
accountable.
That's all they can. The writers can think about. Oh, look, there's a dinosaur in a child's bed.
I saw that. It's in the trailer, right? Is that in the trailer? Yeah, I saw that.
It's quite hard to rhyme dinosaur or tourists. I rhymed brontosaurus with tourists.
That was alright. I thought I'd let you off on that.
I let you off for that for the line. What was
There's
the
some good rhymage.
dinosaur
film you saw?
film you saw? Very good.
Fantastic.
And
Life finds a
So
way.
film
you've
that's
got to
coming
beat
out.
that, Tom. You've got to beat
Well,
that.
I'm not going to beat that.
You might do.
Not for length.
It's even worse than that, and it's shorter, so that might win
That's
some
good.
points. Probably win some points because it's shorter. Also, I did kind of the same thing, not the same film, but took the tune from the original film and sung the melody of that film.
Hang on. But
Yeah.
but that's not writing a theme to me.
It is.
Well,
it totally is. What you on
You
about?
guys are disqualified. No, because you're just singing over another theme.
We're writing a jingle about a film that's coming out. That's basically what we were going to do.
Yeah.
No one said that to me, though.
But that's what this is. It's Rumble in the Jingle, mate. It's not Rumble in the themes.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm a big Dino fan, as you know, and I will probably put that file on my iPhone.
Yeah.
Spend time.
It's good MIDI representation of the score as well. You can send you that if you want.
Just like you're in the room.
All right, coming in.
Okay,
Tom.
final piece of shit to
Nerf.
pass out of the...
So this
Nerf
is
hurter.
Tom's contribution
Nerd hurter.
Yeah, this...
to Rumble in the Jingle.
Nerd hurter. Okay, so this is my jingle.
The bloke from Happy Days is going to ruin Star Wars. It's gonna be a pile of shit. Harrison's not in it, and that is why there is this new guy I've never seen. And then there is the blonde Dothraki queen. I've made my mind up before I have even been before the silver screen has ruined my dreams. The Falcon has taken flight and is heading into a huge shite tube. Had a heart attack, a very hairy one. He's got the trousers on. It might be very good. Donald Glover is very talented. I hope that I will love the film and that it won't ruin the other films, and that Harrison Ford will last me out on a date.
Good.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Very good.
Oh, still aggressive. Everything we want from a Tom jingle.
That's pretty
You both
good,
really
mate.
did go for the singing the theme melody.
Yeah, we both went with that. But I was sure that you were going to go for Star Wars, and maybe it
Me?
was too obvious. Yeah.
I said I was going for Jurassic Park.
No, I know, but I thought you were doing that to wind Paul up, because that's obviously what he would choose.
That's good. I think I have this feeling it's going to be a good film, but only
Well,
because
actually, I've just seen some sort of early review things, and I reckon it might be a good film as well, having written that song.
that was funny. That was the funniest one. I think you won.
Well, that's a first.
It was very close. And you kept it tight, you kept it short.
Oh, surprise, guys! Mark Hamill attended the premiere of Solo. First in
Numerous.
line. First in line.
Can I be in this yet?
Am I in this? Can I be in the next
I'm the
one?
good guy, right?
I'll be Luke's dad. Oh no, that's Darth Vader.
How about we have a new character who's the best Jedi in the world, and it's me? Let's try that.
Apparently, it takes a bit to find its feet, but after a while, what's his face? He's good enough, turns on his charm, and makes you forget he's not Harrison Ford. Blah, blah, blah. I might see it.
I want him.
I want him to be Harrison Ford.
Well, you can't have Harrison Ford because he's old and fucking decrepit.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's young. And it's young.
Well, he's still
it's
doing an Indiana Jones film.
Yeah, as an old man, you can't have fucking young Han Solo As a 70-year-old man.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Spirits move me every time I'm near you, whirling like a cyclone in my mind. Could it be magic? No!
Tom, have you got something else to play us? Because I think you've been doing lots of prep, haven't you, for this episode? This is brilliant.
Well, I mean, we haven't done a podcast in like forever, and I'll get bored. Mm-hmm. So I mean, also I took sort of inspiration from Paul.
The last episode came out on the 2nd of April.
I took inspiration from Paul because Paul's always like basically every time he does a jingle, and even when he's any kind of jingle, there's always got some kind of radio play element to it.
Yeah.
And so I thought I would do one as well.
I'll go for it. That's as exciting.
Stepping on my toes.
Okay, it's a radio play drama about a hospital in the West Country.
Like it already, mate. Like it already.
Okay, I've made a theme tune and everything.
It's good. I get it.
Hello there, George. What's all this then? Is that Mr. Bayliss again? Yeah, he's been at his scrumpy again and chopped his bloody legs off. Fuck me, what a shiter. Better page Dr. Doris and get him down to surgery on the double. Where's his legs to now then? He lobbed them in the bog behind his farm. Won't be seeing them again. Dr. Doris. Bloody Nora, what's the morning? Dr. Dobson, oh, you gotta help me. I can't find me bloody badge again. They won't let me in the ward without it. Who you prize twat, Jim Bob? The bloody nurse you are. Here, take this old Cafe Nero loyalty card with a shit stain on it. Show that to them and they'll definitely believe it's you. Oh, thanks, Dr. Dobson. You really saved my bacon. Oh, get on, you Jenner!
Some wandering accents there. That's good. Ooh, very good.
Why don't we do it? We should be doing radio plays,
Yeah,
surely.
we should.
I mean, yeah.
We
should probably collaborate on one because.
Can we do the West Country Games Workshop?
Yes.
Or even I think what we should actually do, and I think it's a good idea, but take Sandy's attempt at the roadie, but make it better. Like do a music industry, all the shit things about being on tour and stuff. Because I think
are they from the West Country?
It can be from the West Country, yeah. But,
one of them could be from the West Country.
But I think that's actually got legs because there's a lot of funny things that happen.
I haven't come yet. West Country as well.
Write it all down. Just like shit with sound engineers and all this. There's so much stuff there.
It's a gold mine.
I think it's doable.
So by next episode we'll have our own.
Don't cut this out because people will steal it. But
it's hard enough to get each other to do this
we'll
once
record
every
it over
2
Skype.
months anyway. Let alone extra to do a radio play. But hey, you never know.
You never know.
Don't put a downer on it.
Sorry.
Thanks, mate. Stop it before it even started. Yeah.
A good idea is a good idea forever.
Can I play me?
Ooh, are.
That is actually the theme tune for me, So
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I got the joke otherwise.
It
but
did sound.
What he did was I got a theme tune from Eeyore, but then I made the instruments be a bit more like West Country. sounding.
Right.
Oh, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, what? Because it's all like picked,
Right.
like, you know.
Classic West Country cheddar-y sort of picking
Classic
thing.
West Country picks. That's pretty good, mate. That's pretty good. Tom wins in general on this episode for putting the time in, the effort. Well done, Tom.
And that will win you the points.
Paul loses again. I even did a little shit start thing. You know, I brought something to the table. And
That
Paul's
was good.
just
Yeah,
going
I
to blame
wasn't
his kid
expecting
again. Paul's just going to blame his kid. Oh, I've got a kid now, so I can't do anything. Guys, cheers. Sick of it.
Can't do it. I've got a kid to look after,
Sick of
who
it,
I'm
mate.
ignoring right now. I can hear him crying.
That's good.
And I'm not doing anything about it.
Can you introduce him to the world on the pod?
I could do. Should I bring him in for the last 10
Can you
minutes?
just make him cry, and then we can end the episode on him crying?
Tom? Check. Luke? Check. Paul? Check. That's right, kids. It's the fucking idiot check.
Nah, he's nearly off, boys.
You could have come in and pretended like you could have just started crying.
Oh, here he is.
Hello.
Oh, Eli, you
Hello,
little
Eli.
plump.
Oh, he's talking already. That's really impressive.
Well, that's very advanced at your age.
What's he got to say?
Oh, little Eli. What have you, do you want to tell everyone the email address if they want to get in touch?
Yeah, do it, Eli. Come on.
Oh, hello at idiotcheck.com.
No.
You fucking idiot, Eli. Get it
Eli,
right.
you've got it
Twat.
wrong.
Don't have a go at him. Don't have a
You
go.
twat. Sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Sorry for shouting at your kid. He's a fucking idiot, though.
Give it another go.
Go on, Eli. Go on.
Don't be shy.
Hello. Idiot check.
No.
Dash check.
Eli, remember your words.
It starts with hello, remember?
Hello.
Hello. At idiot-check.com.
Oh, yeah, he's got it. He's
Well
nailed it. He's nailed
done. Aren't you a clever boy?
Right,
should
fuck
we
off
put
to
you
bed.
down then?
Fuck off to bed.
it. Yeah. Bored now.
Don't you want to sit on my shoulders whilst I'm podcasting, little prick? I don't. All right, back to your mummy.
That was a nice finish to the pod.
I can smell him from here, mate. He stinks. He reeks.
That's one of the advantages of the Slate virtual mic system is that you can pick up any pongs in the room. And
It can't record
model
the
it.
podcast, but it can pick up the smell.
Overly saturate them. Yeah, all right.
Oh, so they're everywhere.
Saturated in shit.
Compressed.
Okay.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. Have you any last words from the team?
Give us a tweet. Give us a tweet. Send us some stuff. You know,
Oh, send us some
like
stuff.
Eli's already told us the email address. Send some
Yeah,
stuff
send
to
us
that.
some
if you want.
stuff.
Hmm.
You know, if you want. If you don't want, don't bother. Like,
Send us some free stuff.
yeah, I mean, if only we had like an address that people could send something to. Maybe we should do
Nah.
that so they can send us presents. Oh, I actually got some presents, by the way. I actually got some pod gifts.
Did you?
When I was in Germany by some fans, and they were after eights and I ate them, and they're Rolos and I ate them. So
Brilliant.
Oh,
Can't buy Rolos
So,
anymore.
you can buy Rolos, clearly.
you can't.
like, that's that. I think that was the point. They bought them and gave them to me.
Well, there's no proof, is there? Because you ate them, so...
Well, I photographed to you.
They might have bought them a long time ago as well.
But
How was
I'm
your
an
tummy?
expert on Photoshop. So
And there were some
you know.
stickers.
Yes, they made some stickers. I can give you some of those. I've still got those. So
Yeah, you're right.
I haven't eaten those.
I'm all right. I don't need any stickers. Thanks, mate.
That's really nice. Thank you for giving us stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's
if
very
you're
nice.
listening, you're the best one out of all the fans so far. Can we call them fans or listeners? When do they become a fan?
Well, they don't listen, so I don't think there's definitely no listeners.
There was a
So they
few
must just
actually.
be
It
fans.
was different people as well.
Oh,
That's quite weird. In Europe as well. Was it all?
Is this going out in Europe?
weird.
Whoa, crazy.
Yeah, people are. We had an email from
God.
someone in Germany. Weren't you listening?
That'll all change soon, won't it? Brexoff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that film. Until next time, then.
Be excellent to one another.
Good tidings.
See ya.
It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Have we accounted for all those idiots yet? It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Oh dear. They've all gone.
Well, another all done. Everyone's pissing themselves.
This is shit. This is
I
shit.
literally can't hear what you're saying.